Have you ever wondered what spiritual dignity really means? We are not talking about rigid rules or rituals, but something deeper, an innate sense of value that lives in each of us. Dignity is not simply a concept to be learned or a behavior to be adopted. It is an intrinsic quality, a sacred imprint that makes us unique and worthy of respect, regardless of appearances or circumstances. Imagine for a moment that you are immersed in a forest, surrounded by majestic trees and the sound of the wind in the leaves. Every element of that forest has its own intrinsic value, a dignity that cannot be denied. Likewise, every human being has a dignity that transcends labels, religious beliefs, and even one's own actions. It is an inner light that, when recognized and respected, allows us to live in harmony with ourselves and with others. Often, however, dignity is cast aside in the name of superficial spirituality. Have you ever met people who follow every religious rule, participate in every ritual, read the sacred texts, but then behave despicably? This kind of spirituality is just a mask, a facade behind which hides an inner emptiness. My parents, for example, embodied this paradox. They were devout practitioners, but their words and actions lacked true experience and understanding. They preached what they had never actually lived, turning spirituality into a weapon of judgment and control. True dignity is not found in empty words or gestures, but in the depth of being. It is something that cannot be stolen or diminished. It is a strength that emerges when we recognize ourselves as sacred beings, worthy of love and respect. No matter how small or imperfect we may feel, our dignity remains intact. It is like an eternal flame that shines within us, ready to guide us to our deepest truth. As we consider our spiritual dignity, it is helpful to reflect on the following questions. How do I honor my dignity? Do I live in a way that is consistent with the value I know I have? Do I recognize the dignity in others, even when I disagree with them? These questions can help us return to a more authentic spirituality, one that is not about appearances, but about lived truth. Spiritual dignity also invites us to develop compassion. When we understand that each person carries a divine spark within them, it is easier to approach others with love and understanding. Even those who seem to have lost their way have a dignity that deserves to be recognized. Compassion then becomes a way to honor the sacredness of life in all its forms. Rediscovering spiritual dignity is a path to authenticity. It is about letting go of masks and false beliefs to embrace who we truly are. When we live this way, our spirituality is no longer a burden, but a source of joy and freedom. In a world often divided by religious and cultural differences, spiritual dignity can be a bridge to unity. By recognizing the sacred value of each person, we can build relationships based on respect and love. It is a journey that requires courage and openness, but the fruits that come from it are immeasurable. May this journey towards spiritual dignity lead us to rediscover our true identity, to see ourselves and others with new eyes, and to live a life of deep connection and peace.